What's up YouTube, Dale here from Zephyr Wargames, bringing you a pure Burning Abyss build. Now this is our 4th budget deck of the week that we're doing so far, so I'm going to try and do 7 budget decks that I can for you. Some of you out there might be like, well, how's Burning Abyss budget? But going back to pure Burning Abyss, no PK stuff in there at all, this can easily be made for £30 or less. So without further ado, I'm going to crack straight into the deck and show you what we've got. So, straight away, you got Free Skull. Easy, search of the deck in the end phase. Nothing more really needs to be said about him. Now again, you can pick him up in, I believe it was rare, super or gold. So you could probably pick up a playset for £1 or less. Second one is Free Fiendish Rhino. So Fiendish Rhino again was one of the new cards that came out. I think it was Bosch, I believe, and it just protects your BAs from popping themselves. And obviously being destroyed by your opponent's card effects. Again, this was rare in Bosch, a super in the OTS pack. Supers are £1 each. You can pick up the rares for probably, again, place it for about £1, maybe less. 2 Rubiks. This is the tuner of the deck. So again, thanks to gold, you can probably pick this guy up for a couple of quid. He's probably a little bit more expensive. The cheapest you'll probably find him at about £1, but it's still really cheap. And obviously, he's your next BA card to help you get into Virgil. Second up, you've got 1 Libic, again gold, 10p. 2 Barbar. It's kind of like the Burning Abyss cowboy. You kind of burn for game in the end. You can burn for game by banishing 3 BAs. 2 Farfar, easily bumps up to 3. There's just no arguing about it, especially when you've lost Seer. So I would definitely like to put Farfar up to 3. Again, gold, cheap, playset, £1 or less. The 1 Seer, because that's what we're at now. They keep to be just slightly chipping away at BAs throughout the ban list, but it's not killing them. Again, gold, commons and rares, supers, 10p kind of card. Graph, again, only at 1, and again, really cheap. Alec, again, really cheap. So this is just a pure BA build. They're just all BA cards with obviously the standard Fiendish Rhino, 1 Tour Guide, again, real cheap. Pick this one up. And then I do play 2 Absolute King Batjack because this is a trap heavy variant. So again, monsters, I wouldn't be surprised if you could pick all them up for about £5, if not less. So that's it for the monsters. Twin Twisters can easily be taken out for MSTs to make it even cheaper. Because of the reprints, these are again quite cheap, a couple of quid each. But drop these down to MSTs and 10p a piece. Foolish Burial, again, dirt cheap. Dark Hole, who doesn't have a Dark Hole nowadays? 1 Vanities, again, really cheap. See the amount of reprints. 2 Traveller, the Burning Abyss. Oh, sorry. I've literally just skipped straight through spells. Yes, spells. There's only 4 spells. Very light spell build. 2 Traveller of the Burning Abyss. Again, thanks to gold, it's really cheap. So basically this card, target any number of Burning Abyss monsters in your graveyard that were sent there this turn, special summon them in defense position, and you can only activate 1 Traveller per turn. So 2 of those guys. Obviously there's the 1 Vanities again. 2 Fire Lake, again gold, dirt cheap. You send 2 face-up Burning Abyss monsters you control to the graveyard, then target up to 2 cards your opponent controls, 3 cards your opponent controls and destroy them. So, nice little give and take kind of card. I play 2 Regeki Break. Again, this is a trap heavy variant, hence Backjack. So again, Regeki Breaks in commons, 10p's, really cheap. You discard 1 card, then target 1 card on the field and destroy it. So this basically lets you target back row and stuff like that. 1 TT, because it's not bad to blow up your own monsters. Again, really cheap card. 3 Karma Cut, maybe £1 each on these. You can dump these down, put these up, whatever. But I really like this card because, for example, if it's a Dark Magician build or a Blue Eyes build coming in the future, you discard 1 card, target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls, banish that target, then banish all cards of the same name as that monster in your opponent's graveyard. So it's kind of like a clear out the graveyard. 3 Fiend Griefin, so commons again, 10p. Target 1 monster in your opponent's graveyard, shuffle it into the deck, then then send 1 Fiend type monster from your deck to the graveyard. So it just helps you get out your cards quicker. 2 Breakthrough, again, dirt cheap. Pick them up in commons, they're in the Dragon Structure deck. And 1 Phoenix Wing Blast. Again, this could be a Regeki break if you want to. So that's a heavy trap lineup. Again, I reckon you can probably pick up all them traps. You can probably get them in a bundle for, again, £5 or less. So straight away, I'm saying that the main deck, you're probably looking at a max spend, 15 quid. I wouldn't spend any more than that on the main bit of the deck, but you can easily get it cheaper. So yeah, that's the main build. And then onto the extra deck. Now, how this guy keeps escaping the ban list, we'll never know. So triple Dante, Traveller of Burning Abyss. You can pick this guy easily up in gold, a couple of quid each. He's probably the most expensive kind of area of the deck. So I would probably say you're looking at about, if you have a good friend, you can probably pick him up for about £5 for the playset of gold Dantes. If not, maximum a tenner. But again, I wouldn't go anywhere near that. 2 Virgil, Rockstar of the Burning Abyss. You can pick this guy up again, really cheap in gold, £1, maybe both for £1. And then it's just basically rank 3 spam. So you got 1 Anganir, cheap, 1 Wind Up Zen mains. So I'll quickly go through in case you don't know what these guys do. Once per turn, so the Anganir, once per turn, during either player's turn, you can detach 1 material from this card. Target 1 face-up attack position monster you control, change it to face-up defense position, and if you do, it cannot be destroyed by battle or card effect this turn. So it kind of protects your cards. And then Wind Up Zen mains, if this face-up card on the field would be destroyed, you can detach 1 material from this card instead. Once per turn during the end phase, if this effect was used, then target 1 card on the field and destroy it. So obviously, Burning Abyss cards pop themselves if you have a card on the field that isn't a Burning Abyss monster. So you basically just hit through your Dantes. That's kind of like the idea around it. Now obviously 1 Beatrice, this is probably again the most expensive card. It's relatively cheap. I think it's floating around about £5 if not less. So you can pick this one up real easy. It changes the deck dramatically. And then obviously it lets you get into Pilgrim, the fusion, without worrying about it. Again, because of gold, these are really cheap. You can probably pick them up about £1 each or two for £1. It really depends on how good your friends are. But even on eBay, they're not that expensive. And it's a really big beat stick. If they can even get past your Beatrice, and then when they do, you're getting that on board. 1 Levier the Sky Dragon, again really cheap, and it just helps you recycle your banished cards. So if you banish, if you hit both your bars, banish both of those, you can use your Levier to bring them back. He's not the best card in this deck. You can easily take him out for another rank 3 if you want to, but yeah, he's still a pretty good rank 3. Number 47 Nightmare Shark, again real cheap, came in the tins, and he just helps you go for game, just attack directly and that's it. Super Quantor Mech Beast Grand Pulse. So just a backboard popper, a back row popper with a 2800 defender. So really strong, and it just helps you see out the game. A number 30 Acid Golem of Destruction. So I think previously it was just get 2 Dantes out, then get an Acid out on board, and you've got game. So it's kind of like the same cycle again. Now the last card again, it's all down to personal preference. This might push you really close to your budget or just over your budget. So by all means you can cut him out. But number F0 Utopic Future. Now obviously if you go into 2 Dantes without materials, you go into F0 and you kind of just stall out the game. I think he's floating around about a £5. I think the max he ever pushed was a tenner, but again I wouldn't go anywhere near that at £10. I'd say about £5-6 at a push. So I mean if we're going for the main deck for about £10-15 at a push, you're then looking at the extra deck being about £10-15 at a push, and that's your £30 budget all gone. But you do have a highly competitive deck, and it has been floating around the top, top in tournaments for quite a while now. So it's definitely a good deck to pick up, and it's really cheap thanks to gold. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to check out our Mega Pack competition in the link in the description below. That will be announced next Wednesday. So you've only got, we're Sunday now, so you've only got 3 days until that closes, and it will be announced on the Thursday. We have just started up a new Twitter page, so I'll put the link in the description below for that. So please follow us on that. You can keep up to date with all the news and giveaways and everything that we're doing here at Zephyr Wargames. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe and share. And as always, happy dueling.